Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. We begin with a story from Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister has sought to calm the concerns of prison officers, assuring them the government will do everything possible to secure them and their families. In a statement on the office of the Prime Minister's Facebook page on Thursday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said, I quote, "We are very aware of the peril surrounding the duties of honest, hard-working prison officers and have taken note of the onslaught aimed at these officers of state. We will do everything possible to secure them and their families. It must be correctly assumed by all that the Ministry of National Security will not surrender the nation's prisons." End of quote. Prison Officers Association President Saron Richards on Tuesday said the Prime Minister could no longer sit in the background and, as the chairman of the National Security Council, had to take charge in this matter. I quote, "We are asking the Prime Minister cordially to meet with us urgently," end of quote, he said. The PM's statement gave no indication as to whether or not he would meet with the association. His statement comes after the murders of prison officers Trevor Surratt and Nigel Jones, both of whom were gunned down in what appeared to be hits ordered from behind prison walls, and the attempt on the life of another prison officer, as well as a police officer, at a shop in El Dorado. The Prison Officers Association said on Tuesday that there was a hit list in which 13 prison officers were marked for death before Christmas. And now we tell you that the worldwide initiative aimed at equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines has ordered St. Vincent and the Grenadines to pay $70,000 for COVID-19 vaccines that it donated to Trinidad and Tobago in May. Kingstown donated 5,000 doses of AstraZeneca to Port of Spain amidst a spike in cases there, and the vaccines were at risk of expiring because of low uptake in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. However, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves said on Wednesday that the COVID-19 vaccines Global Access COVAX said his government should have returned the vaccines instead of giving them away. I quote, "COVAX said to us what we gave to Trinidad we should not have done. We should have given them back and they would have given whoever they want," end of quote, he disclosed. Gonsalves said that when his Trinidad counterpart Dr. Keith Rowley heard about the development, the government offered to pay for the vaccines. The prefect of Guadeloupe, the representative of the French Central State in the overseas territory on Thursday, said he would extend a nightly curfew until December 7, citing a continued threat to public order amid protests over COVID-19 rules. The decision concerned the main city as well as 20 other municipalities, the prefect said in a statement. He said that public order on the Caribbean island was still troubled, with police arresting armed protesters and continued blockades on public roads. France last week said it is open to discuss autonomy for Guadeloupe if it is in the interests of the people who live there after violent protests had shaken the territory. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.